Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another FreddyBGOLDWINGing ride. This time, I'm coming to you from my alternate home in Tampa, Florida. It's a nice cool morning. Currently 88 degrees. Today I would like to talk to you about things will change. This is about the third time I tried to shoot this video, but I discovered that there was audio problems in the other one. And later on, the second portion of this video, I'll probably have to do a dub over because it'd be kind of hard to duplicate that part of the video. I'm talking to you about things will change because I had to go through a personal change just recently. That change was having to retire after many years on the job. And I'm telling you folks out there that no matter how good you did your job, how successful you are, someone else can do your job. They may not be as good as you were. You may not like what they do. Those buildings right ahead of us, those buildings were not there 2 years ago. They completely took this lot that was just a vacant lot for many years. I didn't think they would do anything with, but they've started developing on it. And I'm telling you, that was a complete change, surprise of a change, because I didn't think they would do anything with that property. But I guess someone realized a little high up the view you have of the water, so they realized, hey, we can make something out of this. A little later you'll see some road work that they're doing here that completely changed a lot of things that I didn't think was going to happen. But again, I say things will change. God knows as long as you're alive, things will change. The question is, what will you do with that change? And of course, with any change, sometimes there's change to the better, and there's not so good changes. Sometimes it's up to you as to what that change is going to mean in your life and to those around you. It's getting kind of bright out here, y'all, so I'm going to flip my visor down. It's been quite hot down here lately. And life has really changed. Now that we have this COVID thing going around. And it's gotten close to family this time, y'all, but hey, I have to roll with the changes in life. We can't let the changes in life defeat us, but we have to take precautions if it's necessary. These buildings to my right and to my left, another brand new project. Things will change. And one of the biggest changes going on down here now is right ahead. See the overpass? That's an extension to our tollway here that they've connected from the Gandy Bridge all the way over to the toll plaza that already existed. And it changed the whole environment here. If you had been here, again, 2 years ago, and then you come here now, you wouldn't recognize the place because this overpass changes everything. And some of the local businesses were concerned about that. But if you want to see traffic, this is the place to be. From all the traffic coming through from St. Petersburg to Tampa, as well as in the afternoon going from Tampa to St. Petersburg. So that overpass is going to make a big difference, even though you have to pay for it. One of the changes in life that we have to deal with here locally. This is some of the project like they're finishing up, putting some color to it. down to the right is not as complete. We'll see that on our way back. Speaking on our way back, I'm going to swing by the Harley dealership to view the live wire. Believe it or not, folks, electric vehicles are going to be the way of the future. I'm not saying they're going to replace our internal combustion engine, better known as ICE, but it definitely going to be a nice additive to it. I too had already looking at some electrical bicycles, and now that I'm thinking they invented the electric motorcycles, which they've been out for a little while, Harley Davidson come out with one called the Live Wire. I'm going to go take a review of that because things will change. Things are changing for Harley Davidson, and now they're smart enough to make this change with electric bikes. I don't know how successful they would be with them, but the bike itself looks promising. As you can see, they've had some nice colors to the columns on this side. I'm about to take you over to what they call the Gandhi Bridge. Crosses over the bay here. It's a beautiful sight. I used to love riding out this way. There's a Honda dealership further down this road as you get further into St. Petersburg. That's why I bought my Gold Wing from. I bought it from Barney's Motorcycles. They have a different locations around here. But I bought mine from Barney's St. Pete. So if you look off, the seas are really calm today. And I guess you can call it the calm before the storm. They were expecting a storm system to come through here last night. I haven't seen anything much of it, but thank God for that. But these seas can be very choppy. During the storms. And off to the left over there is St. Petersburg, over there to the left. And straight ahead of me off to the left is where I used to launch my paddleboard. But like I said, things will change. The things you're used to will change. Now I can still run 3 miles, thank God. Sometimes walking parts of it. But you know, physically things change in your life too. I'm not able to move as quickly as I could before. I have to be careful about which way I go and how fast I do it. Things will change for you as well. But we can do things about those changes, either through exercise or therapy or whatever it is. But you just have to be prepared for that and recognize that you get older, things change. You can make things change for the better. For example, before I left here, I was in one of the better shapes of my life after I had surgery. So it was, I can't even compare how good a shape I was in now to some of the times I was younger. Other than my college days, I'm not even gonna try to compete. I was a beast in my college days. But anyway, I'm not trying to get back to those days of youth. Just trying to stay in shape. And when things change, I'm going to try to make them for the better. But it's just beautiful out here. Sometimes there'll be changes in your relationships. Some good, some bad. But you have to roll with the flow on that as well. And know that you're going to be alright. Sometimes doing what I'm doing now, just a stress reliever. Just getting out and enjoying the weather and enjoying the ride. I like warm weather if I can dress for it. this case, it's not too bad. The temperature is now up to 90 degrees. Go, Winking, go. There's some restaurants along the coast over there. That little dock down there that goes up to the restaurant. You can dock your boat and go eat. I've been over there before. So for those of you that long for the yesterdays, you need to prepare yourself for the future. I know folks always talk about the good old days, but yeah, I have fun memories of things in the past, but I look more to the things of the future, because no matter how old you get, you can have a bright future. It just depends on your perspective of the changes in your life. Because like I said before, whether you like it or not, things will change. See, this is one intersection I was talking about. They're still working on those, but this intersection is completely different than what it used to be. And even when I came back, I was familiar with this construction already, and it looks different, even more so. So, as you're preparing for the changes in life, I suggest to you to have a positive attitude and think of ways of making them better for you. I can't tell you what to do, but you know what you prefer and what you rather have and what you like. So you make the choices on your own. But make one of those choices to treat yourself well and treat others better. Okay, folks, I'm now on my way to the Harley Davidson of Tampa to check out the new 2020 Livewire. It's Harley's first electric motorcycle. I'm anxious to see it. I like what I see in pictures, but I like to see things in person before I make my decision on what I expect from a motorcycle. So come along with me and we'll do a quick review. I'll let you know what I think. On my way there, I'd like to discuss with you the pricing. A lot of people are complaining about the Harley Davidson being $30,000 for an electric motorcycle, and the price does sound kind of steep. But when you do it by comparison, one of the first electric bikes on the market is made by a company called Zero. And it depends on the model you choose, but that can start from about $15,000 all the way up to the mid-20s, depending on the size of the battery and the model to choose. There's many other motorcycles on the market. There's another one called a Lightning, and the Lightning looks like a super bike. Basically, it'll do 215 miles an hour, but that one is priced at $38,000. So that's quite a bit higher than what they're asking for the Harley. So it's up to you to decide whether or not these prices are conducive to your budget. And while I'm at it, let's discuss other changes about things changing. GMC has just announced they're going to come out with a Hummer EV. That's right, a Hummer EV. What's phenomenal about this thing is that it pushes out something like 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 foot-pounds of torque. They say this thing will do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. That's as fast as the Harley motorcycle. That's amazing. Talk about things will change. That's definitely a big change in our auto industry. This is the Livewire. It's a black one.
I like my haircut.
Too much hair. This is it. Front and back. It's a black one. How are you thinking it looks good? It's actually on now. Can't hear a thing. Like that little cell phone in front of you. And I can't put my feet solid on the ground. A quick summary before my test drive. The Livewire fixed me to a T. I'm able to place my feet solidly on the ground, and it's a nice fit. The riding position is not as crotched as I thought it would be, and it's just an all right fun bike to ride. So this would not replace my Goldwing, but it would be something nice to have as a fun city bike to get around and just have fun on. And this thing is really quiet. To see how quiet it is, just check out the video of Ozzy riding the bike out of the door to the door for a test ride. And now to the test ride. The Harley is simple to start. You just have to have the key near it or put in a code into the dash. And there's some, I just hit the start button. And of course you hear nothing. There's a different modes that you can go through by selecting the switch on the right. There's a sport mode that you can ride. I just had it in the regular mode. And I never got to use sport mode because the regular mode was fast enough. Check out the ride. I'd like to give a shout out to Ozzy, who's the salesman there at Harley of Tampa Bay, as well as Smitty, one of the managers, and Sergeant Major. You guys are nice and courteous with me, and Ozzy's going to ride with me with the Fat Bob Special, and you're going to see us as we ride through that way. There'll be no sound because I lost audio to this track, but watch how fast this thing goes. My only criticism on the riding this bike is that the handlebars are at a regular height, but the mirrors are shorter than that. And I'm a broad shouldered guy, so you can't even see behind yourself with these mirrors. They're pretty much useless. Other than that, the bike's wonderful. The bike is really easy to ride, and it's the suspension is kind of tight. And there's supposed to be enough room for a passenger, but I wouldn't be doing that. This just would be my fun bike to ride around town in. And it does so effortlessly. Now watch this thing fly. Notice how quickly it accelerates. And I don't even have the throttle pulled all the way back. This thing will really fly. And it's a single speed. There's no gearing, no shifting. Just go. Twist the throttle and go. It's amazing. Here it goes again. Watch it. This is way more fun than I expected. I really like this bike. Watch out. I may become a Harley owner pretty soon. So there you have it. I test drove the Harley Davidson Live Wire. Talk about things changing. I didn't think after I bought this Goldwing that I would ever consider a Harley Davidson. But as I said in this thing, things would change. Thanks for watching.